Welcome to another episode on our channel. As promised, I'm going to be doing the second Death Keeper, the bad Death Keeper compared to the good Death Keeper. The good one keeps death at bay. The bad one says, hey, bring it on, your time's almost up. So this is the bad Death Keeper. We made some accessories for the bad Death Keeper in the last episode, this thing, staff, and this axe. So these will go with the bad Death Keeper. I had to share something that I found out about Monkey Depot. One of my favorite places to go. There's a section I never noticed before, or maybe it's new. I don't know, but it's called Preowned Pit. Preowned Pit. And apparently there are things on that, under that section, that they're selling at really great deals. So for example, a stand that comes with not just one attachment, but literally two attachments, is $3.99. So you get the crotch holder or the one that goes around the midsection. Now, the only bad thing is, it's not really a bad thing to me. I'm going to pay $3.99 for something that, if you buy one of these stands through eBay, it's probably $5, $6, $7. You have to glue the little thing onto the stand. I don't care. If it's cheaper, I do care, but it comes with all the pieces that it needs and 2 sets of attachments. So I love it. The other thing that I noticed, going back to the pre-owned pit, were these things. They said there might be scratches on the metal stand. On the ones I got, I don't see any scratches on any of them. But metal stands for $1.75. So if you're okay with these types of stands, you can get these. I got a couple of shirts. One was like $3.99, another was $4.99. And one shirt wasn't from the pre-owned pit, but all 3 of these shirts, there's no problems with them. They're different colors. All the buttons are there. Everything seems to work. There's no stains. So I either lucked out, or they're more cautious with clothes that they sell on the pre-owned pit. I have no idea. But the coup de grace was they were selling bundles of bodies. You might get 2 or 3 or more than that. So this was one bundle. And they say, no returns. They're sold as is. If they know what's wrong with it, they'll let you know. On this one, this came with wrist pegs and foot pegs. They said that one of the pegs was glued in. I don't care. I'm never going to take wrist or foot pegs out, so I don't care. This one, I tried to find what was wrong with it. The shoulders go out, no problem. These things twist around, no problem. Elbows bend, no problem. This section bends, but this section is cemented in place, or not hot glued, but probably super glued. Some really strong adhesive is holding that in place. The legs are fine. The knees are fine. So it's just this one thing. But I can live with that deformity. I just will pose my figure differently. But the cool thing about these 2 figures was that both of them together cost $7.99. $7.99, $4 a body. I've never spent $4 for a body, even with missing wrist pegs and foot pegs. Never that low. All right, so that was one bundle that I got. The other bundle, those two are designed for either the short neck adapter or the long one, for either a head that comes with a neck or a head that is neckless. So $4 per body. These two cost $10.99. So they were $5.50 per body. One has a neck, one can take one of two attachments. This one, I was trying to figure what was wrong with it, if anything. As is means there might not be something wrong with it, but more often than not, there probably is going to be something wrong with it. But he seems to bend in all the right places. The only thing I noticed was just a slight, ever so light, you can hardly see it, on one of the butt cheeks, just a couple of tiny marks. I don't even know if I can get it off. I haven't tried. Maybe I can get it off, but I don't know if that's what was wrong with it that made them sell it for $5.50, but I'm okay with that. This one is more muscular, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with this one because it's like moving in all places, the legs, the knees, the arms, and so forth. But I finally figured out when you pull the shoulders out, these things come with it. Little pieces that just kind of jut out with it. And it's uniform on both sides. So something must have broken off that holds that in place. But it's more muscular than some of the bodies I have. And here's a coup body next to it. It is taller than a coup body. So this is actually with Henry Cavill, with the medieval knight, his body, even though I didn't use a many times body, I must have used a dragon body or a dragon in dreams body or something, an older dragon in dreams body, because it's a little smaller than the rest of the bodies. I'm going to use this body because all he's doing is holding an axe in front of him. So this is what I'm going to pose them. So, and even if I do move the arm up with a medieval knight outfit on, you're not gonna see anything. So I already know what I'm going to use this body for. But for $5.50 for two bodies, $10.99, and the other set $7.99. That's quite a deal. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in case you are into customizing or you're thinking about customizing. They have, at least Monkey Depot has a pre-owned pit. And my experience so far, yeah, there are some slight defects with some of the bodies. The one, I think maybe it's the butt cheek, tiny little stains, but I don't even know if it's a stain. It might come out easily with soap and water. I don't know yet, so I haven't even tried. But to me, it's not an issue. Neither are any of the real problems issues for me because I can work around these things. So anyway, we'll pause now and we'll start putting together our second Death Keeper. We are back, and I'm going to use a coup body for this second Death Keeper. $9.99 from Monkey Depot. No foot pegs, but I can always get around that part. So anyway, way back when, like I said, I got a duplicate outfit for the Death Keeper because I intended to make more than one. So here's the robe. And unlike the robe on Rattlesnake Toys that does cost a sweet penny, I think I probably paid $9.99 for this. So we're just gonna get this on him real quick. And usually I put the arms up or behind the person. Find out where the front is. Yeah, that looks like it. And so, yeah. And as always, the outfit goes on before the head does. We just don't want to try to get the neck opening over a head, which probably won't even begin to work. Now this is going to be an issue because this is actually, even with the arms in, this is a tight robe. So I'm going to have to tug on one side and then tug on the other side, and it's going to take me some time. So we're going to pause, and I'm going to work on bringing this thing down. But my important goal is not to rip anything and get it on, but it's going to be a tight fit. So we'll be right back. We are back, and I decided to trade out the coup body, which has a thicker, I guess, upper body, wider upper body, for one that was smaller, because I forgot we also have armor to put on the guys. So I don't want to overdo it. The shirt or the robe went on fine with this smaller or more narrow body, I should say. It's a Mohr body, M-O-H-R body. It was also slightly damaged, so it cost $6.99. One of the foot pegs was glued in place. So we have that situation for this thing, but that's okay because the boots are molded, so that will slip over the pegs nicely. Let's get the neck attachment on. This neck attachment is the thickest one I have. It still will be a little loose for this head, but just a little dab of hot glue around the edges should keep that head on there fine. You could take a little Kleenex, put it around there too, and just get it on there. Rubber band, just to cut a rubber band, slip a little bit over it and get it on there that way. I mean, there are many ways to go. I'm just going to do the quick and dirty. A little hot glue usually won't do too much damage and easy to get off if you don't put a gob of it on, and I don't intend to. So let's get it hot. Let's get it on, and then I'll put a little hot glue on it and get the head on, because at this point the head can go on because the armor is in two pieces. So the front piece and the back piece. So it's not like it has to fit through a neck opening. So the head can go on at this point in time. So let's get this out. And dry it off. And it should work fine. A little hot water can go a long way. So it's on there. And like I said, this is a little loose. So I'm going to pause real quickly and get a little hot glue on there and get the head on nicely. And then we'll get the armor on and the boots on, cape on, and then we're all set for his props. So we'll be right back. So we are back, and I did 3 things. So I put a little hot glue around his neck and the neck piece so that it would fit snugly on the neck piece. So that's not going to go anywhere. Although the narrow body was nice for getting the robe on and will be nice for the armor, it was too narrow. So I put a little cotton under each side of the robe here so that the robe would go up a little bit and he would look a little bit better in terms of proportion with his head and the body and so forth. Also got the boots on. They came in 2 pieces, so this upper part kind of just slips over the foot. I made sure the buckle was on the outside and then got the foot on each foot. So he is is situated. Let me turn it here. No, that's good. All right, so he's situated the way I want him to be. I just need to get his bracers on, his hands on, and then the armor. And then, of course, the accessories will come. I do have some hot water. So, and I do have some hand choices. So it took me a while to find cans that I thought would work the best for him. So they're going into hot water. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Dummy me. Bracer first. Bracer on, hand on. Hopefully that'll still work. Now it's been on once. Yep. Let's see. Bracer on this one. And where'd the towel go? There it is. Yeah, let's get that on there. Good. All right. All right. He's starting to look good. Interesting with this robe. I forgot about that part. This has wire along the bottom of the sleeve. So you can kind of shape it as you see fit. Give it a more curved look. That's kind of cool. All right, so, all right. Now, get his feet right, his head right. So the armor comes in two pieces and they strap together in the midsection here. So I'm going to put this while he's laying down around him. Bring him up so I can get it over his shoulders. That's good. Turn him around. All right, so let's get this around the right place. There we go. Move his arm out. And now this is the tricky part, is just strapping him together, making sure the robe doesn't get in the way and the armor goes where it's supposed to go. So he's pretty much situated right now. I just need to strap him in. So instead of wasting your time, I'll go ahead and do that and we'll be right back. We are back, and this guy is hard to position because there is so much weight on him with that armor. But putting like something like a washcloth underneath him definitely gave him more traction to stay put. So here he is, kind of like almost like an Assassin's Creed character with the hood. You can also take the hood off and, you know, reveal his face and have that intense look as well. Either way, I think he's quite intimidating compared to the other Death Keeper that we made. We will pause and get him on a turn tray. There's nothing to see in the back, but at least we can go side to side. Nothing to see in the back, but let's go side to side. So let's pause now and get even tighter close-ups from here on out. We'll go side to side here again. All right, now we'll get a close-up of his face. We'll go side to side with his hood on. There you go. Here's one last look at the Death Keeper we made today. With the Death Keeper that we made some time ago, this one keeps death at bay, protects us, and this one is definitely going to call us to a darker place if we allow it. So I hope you've liked what you see. If you have, consider giving us the thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.